Hello, hello, welcome. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Happy Tuesday to you all. Welcome. Y'all come on in. Y'all know how I be doing sometimes. A girl has some things to do. This is last minute, but y'all know I was coming. Y'all know I was coming because I know y'all seen me coming. That part right there. But come in, come in. Please hit that good like, share, and subscribe button. Make sure your notification bell is turned on so you be notified when I go live. That part right there. And also, if you're catching this on the replay, thank you. If you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. It's free. Don't cost you a penny. So yes, like, share, and subscribe to the girls' channel. Greatly appreciate you so much for just hitting that replay button for me. Help keeping me up out there in the algorithm and all of that stuff. So yes, thank you and welcome. Greatly appreciate you for just coming through. We got a few minutes, y'all. Y'all know how it goes. Hey, y'all. Y'all better come on up in here. How y'all doing today? Happy Tuesday to y'all. Is this thing working? Oh, yeah, it's working. Hey, Miss Maria. Miss Maria says, good Tuesday afternoon, squad. Please tap the screen. It don't cost a thing. Subscribe, support, $ G Strickland 8, super chat, super sticker, and share. Join the squad for $2.99. Thanks and enjoy the live. Hey, Miss Healing Girl, hey. She says, hi, G Squad and chat, Miss Maria. Miss Faith says, good evening, everyone. Hi, she was saying Maria. Hey, Miss Faith, how are you today? Miss Healing says, hey, Faith. Um, Miss Denise said, hey, everyone. Hey, girl, hey. Maria, Miss Healing said, Maria, I'm blessed. Yes, and highly favored. That part right there. Maria says, hey, Miss Denise. Hey, girl, hey. I got my new wig. Oh, she got a new wig on. Miss Healing said, Miss Denise, I'm praying for you to have a long, prosperous life. Amen. Amen. We're gonna need the wigs today, Lord. Yes, we're gonna need the wigs today, y'all. Maria says, Miss Denise, well, I'm all set. She's all set. Y'all, I have a new gas dip up in the house today, y'all. I had some things to do before I was, came up here. That's how come, the notification was a little late. But y'all, I'm gonna wait till her to come up here first, and then I'm gonna introduce her to y'all. That part right there, cause I already done went and dropped that link. Then I'm gonna introduce y'all to my new friend. Y'all got a new friend up in here. That part right there. Miss Faith says, hi, Denise and Healing. Hey, girl, hey. Y'all come on up in here. I know y'all in the bushes being spectacious. Y'all don't have to be over there being spectacious. Just come on in. Come on in. You're welcome. Mm-hmm. That part right there. But if you are ashamed and don't want to come in, just hit the like button for me. Hit that dislike button. Just hit a button. That part right there. And I'm gonna greatly appreciate you. Send you all the love and all that. But just hit whichever button. Like, dislike. I don't know. Whatever you want to do. Just do anything you want to do. That part right there. Mm-hmm. But yes, y'all, happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope y'all had a good day so far. Yes, ma'am. Um, y'all gotta start doing that. I had to go. I be going all day, y'all, without eating. I don't be knowing why I be doing it. I be just forgetting. I be doing stuff, and man, I be like, okay. But I had something earlier. I had some grits earlier today, but that's about all I had. Um, Miss Helen said I can't hear anything. Girl, screen y'all thumb. Girl, it didn't give me no warning that time either. Mm-mm. It ain't over till the fat lady sang though, y'all. It ain't over. Yes, that part right there. I was trying to do something and it just kicked me right on down. That's what it did. Oh, part right there. I hope y'all doing good today on this good old Tuesday. It's hard too. Lord have mercy. This thing just ate the whole food. Don't do nothing that you wanted to do. I don't really understand. Lord have mercy. Mm. It's gonna be alright. Mm-mm-mm. I'm still here. Mm. I'm still here, Miss Faith. I'm trying to do something. It was like a whole food. Hey Tay, welcome. She says good evening. Hey girl, hey. We glad you popped in. All right, Miss Healing, you can hear me. Well now see, I wanted the good people to know that I had Pistol Pack and Sally in the chat today. Where did Pistol Pack and Sally go? Lord, Pistol Pack and Sally, I just dropped that link for you, girl. Where you go at? Hey, Miss Dorothy, girl. Girl, screen y'all keep me right on down, girl. Threw me off my rocket. Mm-hmm. Lord, I know I saw Pistol Pack and Sally in here. Now she want to play. Um. Oh, I thought you was talking about me, Miss Dorothy. You talking about some what happened to Shannon Sharpe, girl? Girl, the people say he ain't doing too good today. Yeah, y'all. That's what the people say. Pistol Pack and Sally, if you still in here, get your butt up in here right now. That part right there. Because the people want to know who Pistol Pack and Sally is. And then the people going to want to know why I call her Pistol Pack and Sally. Y'all come on in here and hit that like, share, and subscribe button for me. Share the video too. What else I got to say? Become a member, all of that stuff, y'all. All of that. Get somebody a membership. $2.99, y'all. All of that. Yes, that part right there. What is Miss Candy saying? Yeah, I think Pistol Pack and Sally done ran away. She told me she wasn't gonna run away. There are not headlines. Shannon is in the hospital. He did lose that $1 million podcast contract allegedly. Well, Miss Candy, now allegedly, they saying that he got sick. He had a little breakdown last night or something else, and he went to the hospital. Cause everybody turned against him. Everybody. Mm-hmm. So it looked like he done got caught up in a web or something. I don't know what he got going on, but yeah, y'all, they saying that he's had a little breakdown because his world is crumbling. It's falling down. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I guess he didn't know that, so he effed around and found out because the people is coming out of the woodworks at him. They shaking him down, y'all. Ooh, they about to destroy this brother right here. Cause he forgot about us sisters when he got famous. He thought we didn't know how to count and spend no money. I guess that's what he was thinking. Miss Candace says I would not be surprised. He will cry when upset. It ain't funny, but it is. I guess he gonna be like the rest of the brothers. Um, he done effed around, and he gonna find out. He finding out, you know. That part right there. See, I don't think a sister would have went that drastic on him, like the clear girls is doing. I, I can't even feel no ways tired of this food right here, y'all, because all I'm seeing popping out is the clear girls. All I'm seeing is the clear girls. I said, Lord, can somebody make it make sense? That part right there. Lord, y'all, let me introduce to the people, y'all. Lord, let me give a round of applause for Pistol Packing Sally. That's right, her
Hey,
name is Pistol Packing Sally. And she about to
hey,
tell
y'all. Hey, y'all.
y'all why I am calling her Pistol Packing Sally. I don't see Miss Carla out yet. Um, but Miss Carla might have to catch it on the replay. I'm just saying. Maria said he just smashing out. BP probably shot up. Maria said I ain't feeling no ways tired. Miss Candy says why Shannon made poor decisions being with his girl. I don't think he did anything criminal or deserve suing, in my opinion. I feel you, Miss Candy, because I look at it as they were two adults. Two adults. That's it. And I guess he thought she liked the little roughneck around the corner. I'm just saying. Hey, Pistol Patty Sally girl.
Hey. Girl, I'm multitasking at this time. I am multitasking. Pistol
Well, I
packing.
don't, I don't need, I don't need you multitasking right now because the people want to know why am I calling you Pistol Packing Sally today.
Big. The reason why she called me pistol packing Sally today, because of the man who got my nails done. He
Y'all
seems to.
remember the nails and the toes she was advertising just the other day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
him. Yeah, so he decides that he want to trick me by coming down. Say he would, because he stay 4 doors down from me. So he was like, I want to come by and just see your face, and then I'm fixed to leave out. I said, okay, that's fine, nothing. And I was, crocheting and doing some stuff. So he comes in. Good thing I had my newborn grandbaby here because she was watching TV. He comes in. When he comes in, knock at the door. He comes in, come in my house and lock my door. I'm looking at him like, why are you locking my door? You just right there. You supposed to just come in, say how you doing, and leave out. Cause I was busy doing my diamond painting. Girl, y'all, if I tell y'all that man came up and got in my space and started hugging all on me, and then somebody,
Oh,
oh, you smell so nice, and grabbing my hand, trying to hold myself, and I'm pushing him back. I'm like, hold on, you in my space. I don't like that. I don't like men touching all on me and bothering me, especially I don't even know you. You just too forward. And then every time I turn around, it was just like, as I'm showing, I'm like, okay, look at, talking to him and like trying to distract him, like take him out. Like, this is my new grandbaby, this and that. He could care less. His attention was so to me. I said, okay. I say, please, Lord, let this man go ahead and back by that front door because I don't have to go and get the pistol out that room because I got a pistol, two pistols, and a shell gauge shotgun. I said, baby, I do not want to have to let them see so he can see Pistol Packing Sally because he gonna really realize why they called me that. Fire off. One warning shot at the first shot, I was gonna fire. Then the second one was going in. Because what you not gonna do? You ain't gonna be taking none of these goodies right here, baby. What you do is you gonna take it at the buffet. You just don't go bother this buffet. It's too
that's
expensive.
not see Pistol Packing Sally. Why you was up here advertising the nails and the toes the other day? Girl, somebody down in the chat said, oh, the place.
Yeah,
I
yeah. I
remember.
know. Yeah, and she said it. She said that. While I'm advertising these nails, that particular person, you like, all right, he gonna come back for payment. I guess he was really trying. But he was gonna meet old Pistol Pack and Sally, because we not gonna play them games right there. No, Lord Lee. See, Pistol Pack and Sally ain't been saved all her life, okay, y'all? She been saved. She been saved all her life. Okay. She got one foot in heaven and one in hell. Showed that she straddling the fence big time, okay?
Miss Candy said, was he drunk? He not. What he say? What she say?
And then trying to front like he don't. Hold on, y'all. He wants me to. He's on the front like he don't know how to do an application. How you about 60 some years old? How you don't know how to do an application? Stop playing with me. You're not
And
finna
you,
convince me to get behind closed doors with you. That's not gonna happen. Not
well,
at
now
all.
see, any excuse is better than no excuse. Miss Candace says, "Was he drunk? He not allowed back in your palace, Miss Denise."
No, he's okay.
Girl,
He was trying to run amok up in here. Trying to run amok in the palace.
girl, I couldn't laugh. I couldn't do nothing but laugh out of y'all when she talk about the man. She said the man locked the door like he had a key. He said, "I
Yeah.
belong here."
I'm like, you coming in here like he pay rent. No, you don't. No,
And
you
Miss
don't.
Hiller says, Miss Hiller says, "Hot sugar daddy."
Mhm. Hot was what he was gonna feel. He didn't get up out of here trying to touch me.
Oh, oh, I was feeling this sound like hot sugar daddy was trying to say his last. He was trying to get his last meal.
Girl, I don't know what it was, but I can say Carla knew what she was talking about. Tell me, oh no, he coming for payment. He coming.
Lord have mercy. The girl said she had to become pistol packing salad. I said, not pistol packing salad. Wait a minute. What? Miss Maria said, Denise, you need me to help you dig a what? Dig a moat.
For real. You got to put it down and let the dragon come on out and be there, be the protector. Girl, don't make me go in here and watch me some Shrek.
Oh, God. Not the Shrek, girl. Not the Shrek. Lord, I could not, y'all. I said, Lord have mercy. I'm gonna have to introduce you to pistol packing salad. But on a serious note, y'all, on a serious note for right now, for real. Miss Denise lost her uncle this morning, y'all. So prayers up for her in that situation. It's good that she's into that was her favorite uncle. But I'm glad she's up here and laughing, and she's gonna miss him dearly though.
Yeah, I had to go and play all his songs. I was playing Willie Hutch, Love Power. I was playing Luther. Did the little blues segments and listen to me little old J. Paul Jr. That's because listen to him doing Tennessee. I was listening to the line dance, all of to keep from breaking down crying. So, because he is in a better place. He's in a better. He passed away for congestive heart failure, but he's in a better place and he's not suffering anymore.
Yeah, that part right there. You have to try to find some good in it, even though, it's a sad situation. But yeah, we praying, God bless your family. Keep y'all strong in this situation. Bring y'all closer together in this situation. All of the above. But yeah. So I don't know if the man came over there before she had to become pistol packing Sally or not, y'all. I don't know. But I know when she just called me talking about some pistol pack, I said, "Girl, wait, what?"
He haven't came over here before. That's the thing. Like I say, he stayed two doors down. And when he saw me, like he had he have a HP laptop computer that like I have, but his a little bigger than mine, and he didn't know how to work it. So I told him how to. I showed him how to connect it using his hotspot and stuff like that from his phone. So once I showed
Mm-hmm.
him, he realized I'm more computer advanced and stuff because I like to mess with computers a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He ever since then it was more like he figured like in his head was I know a way now to get her to come my direction. But see, one thing people don't understand when you've been a victim of SA and stuff, and you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
you gonna spot that feeling a mile away. And if you get a gut instinct, it is never wrong. And I have gotten a gut instinct with him.
Mm. Well, girl,
So
let me tell you this. When he talking about get my nose and get my toes and my nails, I've been like, you not get me up in there and get me embarrassed with them Chinese people, cause they're gonna be saying, you want your nail done? Your nail done $55. You want
mm,
airbrush? You want what you want? I ain't about to get caught up in there like that. With them
uh,
that Chinese, Lord
yeah,
no.
And what gets me is his words. His words is, I don't take no for an answer. Even when I told him, I said, I'm not he was like, when I told him, I said, I'm not interested in dealing with nobody, like on no level, because all he wanted to do was talk about sex at the time, but he tried to shoot him in a subliminal. So, he's like, well, you ain't running me off that quick. I ain't going nowhere. So I'm like, oh, that's what Pistol Pack and Sally come about. Because I'm like, I'm going to have to lead him up, I can tell. I'm going to have to lead him
Mhm.
up. And as fine as I am, I don't have time to go. I don't in Texas. I don't want to have to go see the judge unless I'm here about to marry him. Okay,
Oh,
because that'll be
Miss
the only way. I
Miss
need to stand before the judge. I better be marrying the judge.
Miss Candy says, "Trust your gut, Miss Denise. Trust your gut,
That's
girl."
terrible.
Mm.
And then y'all know when we was at the nail shop, my granddaughter was with me because she had to come because her mom was doing errands and she had the other two kids. And all she liked to do is get her nails painted. And the man was at the nail shop. He was like, I'll do it for $7. And I said, well, I'm not paying. So. And then he was like, oh no, I'm not paying for no kids getting her nails done. Like he it was like troubling him that to see her. I'm peeping it out. I'm feeling the negative energy right there. So she got the crying. She got the crying. And then he was like, the other man was like, I'll drop it down to $2 or $3. I said, no, never mind. I just think he didn't even want to do the $2. You hear what I'm saying? So
What?
yes, ma'am. That's why I say he got an issue with kids and he trying to front about it like he don't. And see, I'm telling you, I watch men, I watch their reaction, I watch their body. It's ever since what has happened to me. That's not somebody I want to deal with. That's not somebody I want with what's going on with these kids nowadays. You really just
Mhm.
can't have nobody around. Even if you feel comfortable with them, even if you in a marriage, you really can't have them around your kids. It's almost like y'all have to be in two separate households if that be the case. But
Mhm.
I ain't got time for all that. So I'd rather just when they go, who you gonna choose, me or your grandkids? My grandkids.
Mhm. That part right there. That part right there. But we did speak about Mr. Shannon, Miss Denise, PPS. I'm gonna have to call you PPS today. But the people say they don't know if he's really in the hospital, girl.
No, they were saying that. I seen the video. He's actually was sitting in there. They said the only person that came to visit him was Monique, and now he may be out. I don't know, but you could go in 24-hour hold or 72-hour hold or whatever. But they said the fact that he don't seem like he got any celebrity friends now because everybody has backed out, and the only people that came to see him was Monique and Cat Williams. They was also saying how they was trying to warn him, but again, you can warn folks, but if they don't want to listen, they don't want to listen. And he done lost, losing endorsements, people, but all this trash he talks. So somebody, word on the street is saying that he is getting his karma. Now I don't know him per se, and I don't go deep into who he is to see, what did he do to create the karma that they're talking about. Whatever's going on, they even got Dr. Umar in siding with him because some people are saying like, yeah, this is a setup. Oh, and well, you can tell it's a setup. There's no doubt
Mhm.
about that. But here's what I try to say: it is a setup. He's getting set up, but he getting set up by somebody higher that got a hold of old girl. And the thing about it is, if he wouldn't be doing the stuff that he's doing, they can't set you up.
Right, but how she gonna be trying to sue him when she was an adult? An adult. I mean, what's the problem?
Well, anytime, even though she's an adult, and in the fact that in the point of the way he's talking to her, even though it's they trying to flip it and say she was saying or the type claim it to be. I don't like that. I don't like you talking to me. So
Yeah.
they constitute as a no. The word
Mm-hmm.
no, and
Mm-hmm.
he was still talking that way. So again, there you go. You put yourself to be sued.
Yeah, Miss Candy says if he was on some type of psychiatric hold, they usually won't let you have visitors. That is true. She also says this is a shakedown. They were both consenting adults. And Miss Maria gonna say if he hadn't participated, he wouldn't be able to get set up. Ooh, say it again. He wanted the
Hey,
clear girls. He wanted the
but
clear girls.
my question is, who have he pissed off higher up for them to in less than a week, in a matter of a couple of days, he has lost just by losing stuff by the grip in a matter of couple of days. They said he's not used to this type of backlash. He's not used to the negativity, so he's having he's having a breakdown right now. He's having a mental breakdown. He's not used to this. He's not you, but it don't make sense. It's okay for you to bash people and say all these things about them, but when they turn the tables on you, you can't handle it.
Mm-hmm. Miss Candy says she asked to have his baby after the alleged assault. Miss Candy also said she said no one time allegedly. Miss Hillen says she is being led. Hey, Miss Salt and Light, welcome, girl. How are you today? Don't pay that name no mind, Miss Salt and Miss Denise. Her name is Pistol Pack and Salad today. That's who I'm calling her. Pistol Pack and Salad. That part right there. But I don't feel no way out here, Mr. Denise.
Uh-huh.
Mm-mm.
What? No, I don't. But he shouldn't have put himself there. And now here's where's the biggest controversy is at. Right? Get ready. So with her being 19 years old, they want to know what's the difference between her and the same situation with R. Kelly. And let me show you what we're talking about. Because back in 1994, yeah, he got dismissed of the charges of what happened with him messing with again the underage. Then it goes back to the present time while he's in jail now. He's basically in prison, I mean in jail right now because of the Me Too movement. And the Me Too movement, because according to the court documents, those girls were of age. The ones that's coming out now, they was paid by certain district attorneys to try to shake him down and take him down. So that's what they did. So one about three of the girls were really was 17, 18, and 19. Actually 19. So when she sit there and tried to lie, tried to make it sound like lie and say she's underage when she wasn't, that's where all of the mess come about. So like everybody say, okay, y'all instantly slammed him in jail, but you're not doing the same for Shannon Sharpe. And they say the
Mm.
reason why they're not doing it because the girl is the clear girl is who she is, and number two, she's selling herself. It was on. He didn't go to as they say, he didn't go to McDonald's and get her. He went to only fans to get her.
I was just getting ready to say that. Miss Maria says at Salt and Light, she says, welcome, how are you today? And Miss Candy says she is 21 now. That girl was not on the age whenever they did they whatever. She know what she was doing when she over there on that OnlyFans. I mean,
So so you grown and legal to sell it, but you ain't grown and legal to when it comes to a certain dollar amount, you underage. Come on, they need to stop. They need to stop.
girl, well, y'all know what? One of these old days, and I don't know when it's gonna happen. But these brothers, they're gonna learn a lesson. They're gonna learn when they get that little taste of the money, y'all. Miss Candy says he met her in the gym. Not on the only man, she laid with him the first night. Oh,
Well, just ain't need nothing for the man just let them know you easy.
Miss Denise.
Yeah.
I mean, pistol pack of salad. You don't supposed to get the goods away. Not like that. No.
Yeah, maybe she thought she was gonna get that gravy baby right then. Cause don't tell me she didn't know who he was. The only time they do that is when they know who they was. And no, and I'm gonna take that back and say no because I have dated somebody that was in the celebrity world, and when I saw that person face to face, I was like, no. And that person was like, oh, wait a minute, you're not coming up on me, you're not hugging me, like no, because when you came to town, it's more of me cussing you out because I'm pissed on some stuff.
You dated us. It better not have been T.I. I know that. I don't care if you
No,
want to Mr. Pack and Sally with me. We can go at it. If it was T.I., we about to go at it. We about to shut it down. Now who
no,
was
I ain't finna disclose him. He out there, baby. Now, he out there, but I ain't finna disclose it.
it?
But that's the type of person I am. I'm not gonna disclose it
Well,
right there.
all I need to
But
know was it the T and the I.
oh no, it wasn't Ti.
Oh,
This
okay,
was
okay.
this
We
person
good.
was
We
in
good. We good then. We
yeah,
good. We
he in
good.
LA. He in LA. He from my city though, but he's in LA. But the thing about it is some people will always say, well, oh, if I come across this person, I'm gonna do this with him. I'm gonna do that. And some of them celebrities be asking you to do that. I'm gonna show you a prompt where I can mention this person here because this person I'm about to say, um, I never dated him, but he did come across me. It's crazy. The Roger Troutman brother. When my brother and them is in a group that they sing, and I was going, going out with them to actually watch over him and this and that. When we came out, they did an opening for them, and Roger Troutman brother was more like. And now keep in mind, the man is married, so he come across me as in, oh, you know who I am, this and that. I said, I know you the member of Zap. I know you Roger Troutman brother, and things like that. He was like, well, yeah, women always come get. I ask women for something, I get what I want. I said, well, you won't get it from her, this one. Don't nobody.
Oh,
He said, I'm used to women sleeping with me on the first night. I said, well, you done met your match because this is Ace Town, Trey, baby. I don't play them games with you. We not doing that.
oh.
I'm like,
Miss
you're not
Can- Miss
even.
Candace says this is all per Shannon's account. My name only. Hey and welcome. Happy Tuesday to you. She says hi guys. Miss Maria wanted down there want to know was it Prince. Miss Miss Maria said was it Prince?
I'm not my boo thing, baby, because I still, I'm still, yeah, I'm still struggling with him. His my loss with him because I'm a widow. I'm a widow. Been out here doing. Yeah, yeah,
You want to
somebody played Purple Rain on YouTube the other day when I was in the different sector over there with the Mo 3 sector, baby. They were playing that Purple Rain on live. I was hollering. I said, y'all wouldn't do this to me. Y'all wouldn't do that. They played when the first thing that came out, I said, I never meant to cause you any problem. I mean, in trouble.
Ooh, sound like it might be some trouble down here in the chat if you would have said it was Prince, girl. Ooh, girl, I'm glad you didn't say it was Prince because
They coming for the Prince.
ooh,
Only
Miss
everybody stand out.
Miss License, let them know, Miss Denise. Ooh,
Stand down. Stand
Miss
down.
Light, you coming in a little late, but her name is Pistol Packing Salad today. That's what we gotta call her, Pistol Packing Salad today. Cause she went off down there the other day, Miss Light. She had to get her toes and her nails done. She got back up here on the YouTube streets and she wanted to advertise it. So guess what happened next, Miss Salt Light? Well,
He tried
the
to collect
sugar
the
daddy
pay.
came to collect. Oh my God. Woo. That girl said she had to into Pistol Pocket Center. Cause the man up in there locking the door and ain't got nobody key.
Baby. And he come down here in that doggone Sammy Davis Jr. hat on his head, all cologne down, all cologne down, and it just like you can't really get trust him because they put so much cologne on it's all down your throat and stuff. You just can't breathe.
Not in the
Messing up
throat.
your lungs.
Hey, Aunt Maddie, how you doing today? Welcome. Happy Tuesday to you. Girl,
Right?
hey, look, was he smelling all good like that too?
Man, he was doing, yeah, he was smelling all good and stuff, but you can smell that before he opened the door. He was coming through the door.
Aunt Natty, I'm glad to see you. 'Cause Lord, maybe you can calm her down, Aunt Natty. That's Pistol Packet Sally up here with us today, Aunt Natty.
What's up, Mr. Packer Salad? What you been doing?
I've been a sweet girl. I am with the Lord. I've been living for the Lord. Okay. I have been good. Sort of.
You sure about that?
Hey, I had to make sure nobody try to take it. None. This ain't no free take over here. You just don't be thinking you gonna take because you think you gonna take. It ain't gonna go that way.
I
If I
heard
say
that.
no means no, and if you don't understand, let me explain it to you. I'm gonna spell and be popping at the same time. We don't do that.
Well, see, that's
Uh,
what Shannon Sharpe should have been taught. The word no means
absolutely.
no.
Miss, my name on. We were talking about Shannon Sharp being hospitalized, and Miss Pistol Pack and Sally up here with me had this man to go take her to get her nails and her toes done the other day, and she thought he wasn't gonna come back to collect. But the people tried to tell her he was gonna come to collect.
And what happened when he came to collect Mr. Packer Salad?
He finna meet. He get ready to meet that bitch. I didn't know if he wanted the pills or the 12 gauge. He was gonna catch one.
I'm mad at she trying to make him go meet his maker.
He obviously wanted to know Jesus.
I cannot.
No, because what he did on that, it is what he did. Okay, I'm coming. This what he did. He decided that he was gonna come and he used it to get to my house because he 3 doors down, like 4 doors down from me. To come down here, he tried to make it believe like, oh, I just wanted to see you before I go. So I'm finna go do some errands, and I just wanted to see your face and just say hi. I said, okay, whatever. I said, but I'm saying to myself, I said, don't be coming out here trying to do no funny stuff because then you're gonna get your feelings hurt. So he started laughing like I was playing, but I was dead to the serious. Okay,
Okay.
so when he comes in, I got my newborn grandbaby over here. So I had my newborn grandbaby, my oldest son's, I mean, sweet baby, and two of them little newborn sister. So I had her over here. She watching little Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I was doing some crocheting and had stuff scanned it out. When I tell you, when he came down and he knocked in the door, and I opened the door, and I was leaving the door open so he could just stand in the doorway. He comes in, shut the door, and had the audacity to lock it. When I turned around and saw that,
Oh, put that in reverse. He did what at who house?
lock my door
At
like he
who
pay
house?
rent in this house, in my house, like he pay rent, right?
Oh
I
no,
said,
baby.
okay, I see what we were about to go with. I say, and I told him, I said, what the hell you locking my door for? I said, you really want to, what you locking my door for? He said, oh no, it's a habit. I said, no, ain't no habit like that. Ain't no habit like that. I said, you can unlock it because it ain't no habit like that. So then by that time he came up, and as soon as I was telling him to go ahead and lock the door, and I was walking towards him to make sure I could go ahead and unlock the door, that's when he grabbed me and started hugging us. I just wanted to, I said, back up off me. You can't be touching all on me because I don't like people in my space. I just wanted a hug, grabbing my hand and trying to hold my hand like and cuff my hand. Like I said, okay. I said, Lord, I'm gonna have to go on in this room and just reach for the stars right about now because that's what he want. He want. I said, I don't know if he gonna get the pistol or the 12 gauge because he's asking for it. I said, he me pistol packing Sally because that's exactly what he fits to get. I said, if you don't back up off me, I don't want to have to give it to you. You to my, I was just, I understand, I understand. I'm just fit to get ready to go because I have to go do some stuff. I said, okay, but don't be in my space because I'm not feeling it at all.
Mm.
I ain't been
I'm
dealing
so
with
glad
him.
the Lord intervened, and he didn't have to go and meet his maker. You are safe, girl. That's what we care about. Miss Maria says, "Let me say this at Miss Denise. You better than me. Once he had locked that door, he would have turned around. He would have been looking down the barrel. That's it. That's all. Oh my God. I miss. My name only says this.
Hold on one
Shannon
second.
an anxiety attack. He had a little something. Miss. My name only. Yeah, everybody leaving him. He ain't got nobody right now. He ain't looking too good out there.
Mm-mm.
But I'll say this now, the girl was of age. Now she was of age. But then we got Miss Candy down there said, well, she did say no one time. On that, how you feel about that?
I don't care if I slept with you 999 times. That 1,000 times. If I tell you no, the answer is no. Let me tell you something. My husband, if I
Uh-huh.
tell that bastard no,
He's a
guess what
whole
I mean?
bastard.
Guess what I mean?
No.
No. And if you force me after I say no, you done great me, baby.
Woo, Lord have mercy.
These,
Miss Denise, Miss Candy said, how did you get him out of the house, girl?
Hey, I walked him towards that door. I didn't stay. I didn't go too far from that door, and I stayed
You
right
sound
there.
like a robot, Miss Denise.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'm gonna be switched over to the computer in a minute, as soon as I get her situated. But I got him out the door because I never left from by that doorway. I just actually kind of stayed in because the way the baby was sitting on the sofa in the living room was right there, so we was right there. If it wasn't for my newborn sitting up in here, that's why I had to hurry up. And then my mind was, let me get him out this door. He was like, I said, okay. He was like, well, I'm about to go, and I want to hug on you. I said, get out of my face, because I'm gonna have to. I said, I don't want to have to put these pistols on you.
Mm,
And I started
mm,
pushing. I opened the door and I pushed him right back out the door. And he was like, "Oh, I understand. I understand. I know no means no." I said, "Exactly," and it goes a long way.
mm-hmm. Hey, Miss Salt Light, welcome up with us. Give me 1 second. Miss Helen says, "Be careful, Miss Denise. Go with your gut. It doesn't lie." My name only says too old for that. too much vibe. Girl, that's what I was saying. He needed some relief.
Well, he better go take that little Viagra pill and whatever else to go somebody else, cause I ain't the one.
And do he think a trip to the nail shop warrant that?
He just as crazy. Exactly. He just as crazy as the other guy. Here's another guy that by last year had went and got my grand, because I knew who he was in the neighborhood. He went and got my grandkids and them some nuggets and some Happy Meals and gonna tell me I'm gonna come back because we gonna go to the hotel. I say, for what? Boy, I said, you better get on somewhere. Y'all got me all messed up. You spent your
Mm.
money because you want to spend your money. I didn't tell you to. You did that. So if you think for 1 minute I'm gonna screw you for 4 nuggets and 2 cheeseburgers, you got me messed up.
Not 4 nuggets and 2 cheeseburger. Miss
You
Candy
better.
says the issue is not the no, in my opinion. She continued to see him and invited him over so she could record him and set him up, in my opinion.
That's what
Hey,
she
Sugar
said.
Plum, welcome.
Let me
How are
tell
you
y'all
today?
something. I'm sitting and resting in my 92% South Girl era on Shannon Sharpe. Cause
Mm-hmm.
that's not the first time. Okay. If that would been the first time, he has to been sued. He done settled out of court. I don't care if my husband hear me good. I can say no that 1,000 times, and on that 1,001, I might say yes again. People don't realize people stay and go back to physical ABUs and extra ABUs all the friggin' time. That ain't
Mm-hmm.
nothing new. But just cause she white and Shannon Sharpe black, women want to make excuses for him. I ain't making that. And when the ninja said, if you ever see him with a black woman, he gonna be running from the police. I ain't no waste time.
We ain't no waste time. We ain't. This
Can I
Sugar
say
Plum says
something?
I thought he was about to get him some real quick, Miss Denise. Oh, we not get him some. Ooh,
Can I
good.
say something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr.
Hi.
Sunlight.
Hey y'all. I was driving. Y'all have MissAnice. You are hilarious. but
I'm living for the Lord.
I had
I'm
heard,
living
and
for the
I
Lord.
won't mention any names. I was on a thing where, and I don't know about this BD, whatever this kind of activity that they were engaged in. They were saying that she had told him, even if she say no, to continue. So like it was pretty much a setup with the recording.
Let me
I
tell
don't
you
know how
something.
true that is, but
If you ain't there doing nothing, you can't be set up.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
He I would say he was playing, but one of his co-workers, and he did it in front of other people. He choked that woman. He
Ooh.
settled out of court.
Mm.
People talking about he offered this young lady money to go away. I can see him offering her $10,000. Anytime you offer somebody $10 million, it's some truth to the story, and I
That's
don't
what.
care how you try. 10 million.
Well,
Yeah,
like I
that's a
said,
lot.
the devil has set you up for the hokey doke. You have
And
to keep
did.
people thinking that they
First
can
of
do
all,
whatever they
he shouldn't
want.
have never approached a 19-year-old girl when he was 54.
100. I agree. I agree.
He set himself up for the okey doke.
Well, let's see. Hold on now. Hey, Miss
No, but
Diva.
when I say that, when I say set up for the okie doke, I'm just saying like the money and making you think that you can do whatever you want to do and you got status and nobody can touch you is what I mean by that. Not saying that, you know what I mean.
Yeah, but he set himself up. It's another woman. She can't afford a lawyer. She representing herself. She got started a case against him in 23 for the same thing. This is
Mm.
nothing new. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying that they get invincible and they think that they can do whatever they want, how they want, when they
Mm-hmm.
Oh
want, where
yeah,
they
but
want.
he should have learned from Diddy.
I agree.
He should
I
have
agree.
learned from Bill Cosby. And
True.
then his bodyguard did a post and delete because he really under NDA. He said he might not approach till she was 19, but he met her at a Diddy party when she was 17.
Mm. Hey, Miss Sexy Diva again. She says, "What's going on, ladies? We up here talking about well, we was talking about Pistol Pack and Sally up here with us, and we talking about Shannon Sharpe and Miss Sexy Diva. I tried. I got to go back in today and try it again. YouTube be switching some stuff up, but I'm gonna get it, girl. Hold on now. Yes, and Miss Candace says lawyer may have asked him to try and settle this. Mm.
I did. I could see him offering her 10,000. I could see him offering her 50,000. But baby, you talking about $10 million, and people talking about she did that because of that contract he got supposed to have coming up. What people don't realize, don't know, they were in negotiations long before that contract
Oh,
ever
really?
came into play.
My name only said they tried. She refused the 10 million. She refused the 10. Oh, she gonna call. She want 50 million. That's
Yeah.
what it is. Ooh.
If you offer me 10 to go away, in my mind, that means you know some truth to it, and there's a chance I'll get more.
Yeah,
Cause he know when they go to court, just like they doing now, they digging up all this shit.
and it ain't looking too good out there for him either. I'm sorry.
It ain't. And guess what? I ain't no waste time.
Mm.
Annette, you be dropping them details because you sure flipped me just that quick.
I'm gonna tell you, Monique, Cat Williams, Monique, Cheryl Underwood, they all told him leave them young'uns alone. And they told him before this happened, leave them young women alone. Get a woman. I don't date my age. I date my wage. Ain't nothing no. Oh, I don't like them old. I like them young. If you see me with a black woman, you better know one thing: the police chasing me.
That
Okay,
wasn't nothing nice to say.
so
Well,
you get
yes,
what you got coming. Y'all black
yeah.
women better stop capping for these black men that don't think you worth talking to. I'm in my 92%, my South girl era on Shannon Sharpe. I said it from the door and I'm going to say it to the floor.
No, I said it from the door to the floor. Lord, I
Well,
cannot with
boom,
you.
dolly, boom.
I cannot. Miss Reveal says that sexy diva. She says, "Hey girl, hey, how you doing?" In my Wendy Williams voice. Miss Hiller says, "Salt and light, you are." I can't see the rest. Lord have mercy. Oh, that is too funny to me.
No,
Mm.
you don't think we not good enough for you because you got money. But when you get in trouble, then you want the black women to come out like Captain Save a hoe. And every one of them women that he done been with is white.
Yeah. Miss Salt and Light, Miss Hiller says, "You are beautiful."
Oh, praise, thank you. Look, that was a professional photo shoot. I don't dress up like that all the time. I
Yeah.
put my best foot forward.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, girl. Ain't nothing wrong with it. What you feeling about Mr. Shannon Sharp, Miss Salt and Light?
Well, at first I was thinking, based on what I heard earlier today, that and I don't know if it's true, that it was kind of a setup that she had already told him to continue because of the type of acts they were into. I don't know the TM something, I don't know. And that, the recording and all that stuff was planned in advance. But I say also, you still have to, you are older, you should know better. And you like you said, like Aunt Nettie brought to my attention, there are so many examples out there that have come up. He sat down with the Cat Williams who told him how things could go. And, he should have been a little bit more diligent on his part.
And he also told them they was all gonna be revealed too, didn't he?
He sure did. Yes, he did.
And Shannon just sitting there skinning and grinning.
Mm,
Didn't
mm,
think it was gonna happen to him. But
right.
guess what, buddy?
Mm.
Yours then came to light too.
And quick.
But I also would tell you this. People can believe it if they want to. It's gonna be some more women come out. His
Mm.
name gonna come up in that Diddy stuff. Cause his own security guard say he met her at a Diddy party.
Mm.
The
Well, now
first
they said
time he
that
saw her.
they met at the
So when
gym.
he's
They said they met at the gym earlier on that. Hold on for 1 second. Miss Candy said, despite dealing with a much younger lady, in this case, he is being set up this time. He can date who he wants. He did not break the law. He did not break the law. The girl was of age. Miss Maria says that Aunt Natty. That's what I said. He need to keep that same energy now that the shit is hitting the fan. Don't come running to the
baby,
community for support. The 92% is busy. Not
only
busy.
way I have feel any way about him, Jesus himself got to come down here and tap me on my shoulder.
Mm,
Now I'm just let me. I don't. I don't have it in me. I really don't.
mm.
You don't have it for us. You said it. Now watch him pull a Jonathan Majors. They don't think about us till they get in trouble and need us to clean their image up.
That part right there, Aunt Natty. That
So you
part right there.
got on running over there with your young white girl, and you let them do what they do for you, baby.
Now,
'Cause
isn't me, y'all? I'm sorry, but isn't me or do Shannon Sharpe look like Aunt Nettie?
Aunt Netta, Miss Netta,
Huh?
he
Not
do
Aunt Netta, I mean Miss Netta. No, y'all
only
remember Netta
different.
and
Miss
Charles
Netta got
who just
mad
got
skin.
didn't they just get canceled off of TikTok?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think they did. Uh-huh.
And then somebody on the Portia, somebody mentioned their name and she said she famous now.
Yeah.
Uh, Shamir mentioned her name on Roar,
Okay,
and
well, you
she
know
said she
I
was
don't watch it.
supposed to been on there, but they didn't have no storyline. They couldn't come up with her storyline.
Hey, y'all,
And she
listen to
said,
this. Miss Candy says he was not smart. She was an only fan participant and had cameras throughout her house. Somebody
All
talked to the
y'all see,
same
y'all
little
steady
girl.
trying to fault this girl.
Somebody talked to the little girl. Told girl, you don't know what you sitting on, do you? Girl, all you got to do is pull this card right here. That's a done deal. You gonna get that
First of
50
all,
views.
most of the women he meet is on OnlyFans. That's what he do.
Yeah,
I don't care if she
he's
was a
wrong,
prostitute. I
even
don't
though
care if
he's
she gave
wrong.
it to him 1,000 times. The one time she said no, bed got games or not. I know once she told him she didn't want to be choked. He told her when she was gonna choke her, he'll choke her any way he want to. On a call, in the public or not. He said the headlines gonna read big black man choke little white woman. See, he
I
think
heard
he on
that.
country.
I heard that. What you get ready to say, Miss Salt and Light?
Yeah, I don't agree with some of the stuff he's done, but I also don't agree with people doing stuff and setting people up. I don't agree with that. Whether I
Yeah.
try to stand up and protest for him or not, that's not the point. It's wrong is wrong if it is what happened, And I kind of believe that some of that stuff was premeditated.
He was filming her without her knowledge,
True,
just
both
like
of them
he
were wrong, but I'm not
accidentally.
going to just say I don't care because he don't want to deal with black women. That's just me. If wrong, I just hope that the truth comes out and the justices prevail, whichever way it goes.
Mm-hmm.
Just like he accidentally. Let me get you can't accidentally go live. It's too many damn buttons to push. He accidentally went live and had that audio of him and that other girl. She didn't know he was audio in they sex act.
I don't know though, because one time I was getting out the shower and I just was new to TikTok and I looked and the button was on live. Thank God I had to turn another way with it and see it.
Girl, you out there advertising
Yeah,
your
I
business.
won't trying to because I was new. I'm very new to this, trying to get into this stuff. And I had hit something and I saw the inside of my bathroom and I had just gotten out the shower. So I don't know.
Girl,
Well,
That would have been
woo,
a disaster. Jesus.
girl,
I
you got to
know.
blow TikTok up.
I already knew when it happened, people was gonna be making excuses. But I'm just of the fact that you've been doing this. It ain't nothing new to you. This ain't the first time you've been sued for this, and you went for it. You approached a. I don't care. 19. She may be grown legally, but mentally, You could tell by that conversation. She's still talking on a teenage level. That girl looked like a teenager.
So do
She's
you think
30
Mm.
that she?
something now, but she was
Natty, you
19.
sounding like a robot.
Yeah, but
Miss
do you
Marissa
think, Aunt Natty? Do you think that she was without fault at all? Do you think it was all him? I'm just
no.
asking. Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, I think she was at fault. But then again, I'm looking at her mentality. Because when
Mm.
I was 19, a 54-year-old man couldn't tell me shit.
I would. Mm. At 19, I wouldn't even be looking at no man that age, unless it
But
was
she
Mm-mm.
said
if
she
I was
turned it.
that way,
And I'm
you
going to
know.
tell you another thing. She turned him down several times, and he
Natty,
kept
we can't hear
insisting.
you. Natty, you sound like a robot.
It must be the internet, or maybe it's where I'm sitting. She
Probably.
turned him down several times, and she said he kept insisting. When he asked her to sign an NDA about 5 times, and she said no, and she said she told him they couldn't do nothing if she didn't sign an NDA. Well, she didn't sign it, and he kept going. The reason I put more responsibility on him is because he had the most to lose and he was older and he been a football player. He been out here in this world and he know how that shit go.
Yeah, he
That's
should.
true. That's true.
Um,
Now I blame her for talking to a 54-year-old man. But just because I'm 19, hell, you can listen at that girl talk. She still ain't got no grown woman mind.
nah, she seemed like there's something wrong with her. Give me 1 second. Miss Marissa, hey, Bush Campers, I'm going to y'all to pop out and tap the screen. It don't cost a thing. Subscribe, support, $ G Strickland 8, super chat, super stickers, and share. Thank you so much. Miss Candy says he was not trying to set her up. Y'all know how you get in an entanglement with, well, you know, with your said partner at the time. Y'all subject to do little anything. So why now? I ask.
These men, these actors, these I say celebrities get that money, and they think money will buy them out of anything, and they do shit. Folks didn't believe did it. A lot of folks were down in cash until they saw that video.
Yeah.
Oh, did it? Oh, did it? Did it ain't hit
Mm-hmm.
damn note. He wrote songs and promoted. But until they saw that video, him dragging her down that hallway, a lot of people say she was doing a money grab.
Yep.
Miss Marissa says he knew she was on OnlyFans, so he knew there are cameras. Miss Candace says different strokes for different folks. This generation moves fast and are often very promiscuous. Promiscuous.
I
I
don't
Yeah.
feel sorry for
understand
no
all
man
of
that
that. I
I
said
don't
she
feel
had no business talking to a man that old.
that
But we
old.
supposed the older we are, more with that girl, his children are older than her. He got with her, she was 19. And when you 19 and impressionable, okay, it might have. And OnlyFans, first of all, I ain't gonna go pay to see what she do. Some people don't show nothing but they feet on OnlyFans. Some people show other things. Some people don't show nothing for their breasts. Just cause she on OnlyFans, I ain't been on there, so I don't know what she was doing on there. But she ain't the only girl off of OnlyFans she went on there and got. And what bothers me the most, when you put out her text messages, she wasn't talking to herself. You was responding. Where your part of the text thread?
Yeah, I thought he was, half Martell when he was showing his part. Miss Hill said
Where
that
your
girl is
part?
not new to this. She said she was being on the stroll to deal with a penis like that. What? Ooh, ooh.
Well, see, and like I said, a lot of people gonna try to make it her fault. And I'm
I miss.
not making it her fault. I'm not. I said she had no business talking to a 54-year-old man. But if you saw a picture of
Now, Miss
that
Maria, do
girl
I still
look
sound like
like
a
she wear
robot?
a buck 5 soaking wet with a winter coat on.
Mm. Miss Candace says this chick was getting paid and even wanted to get paid 25,000 a butt cheek. What? Mm. Miss Candy says we understand Shannon should not have been with that young lady. Well, I'll say this. Love has no age on it, y'all. I ain't gonna say that. I'm on the fence with that. But I just say they were adults. That's it. That's all. Two adults
First
gonna
of
do what
all,
they want to do.
it's not so much of her age that bothers me about this. If you listen to that girl talk, mentally she is not an adult. And it is easy to manipulate people with a mindset like that.
Well, they can't manipulate her with that money she asking for. She ain't that slow.
She's
If
She
you
a
asking
giving
for
it
a
to
soft
her,
lick.
she,
hell,
she's
you give
considered.
me $25,000 of ass cheek every time you see me. I'm gonna remind you where my money.
Mhm. But they saying if you pay attention, she have a childlike mind, and he go for women that have a childlike mind. That's the
That's
same
what
way,
I'm
or
saying.
that's the same way R. Kelly did. That's what he did. He only would go if he know that if he listen to you talk and see that you a strong minded person, even if you was a younger person, you have a strong mind about yourself. He ain't gonna talk to you. But if you sound like coleslaw in them, then yeah, he going straight for you.
She said when she kept he made her give, and then I'm looking at that girl's side. Big old Shannon Sharpe. Oh, we just gonna be friends. Give me your phone number. I'd like to take you out to eat sometime. No, I can't do that next time. I want them digits. I mean, his body size is intimidating to that little girl. And once they got started, he made her thought they was in a relationship. Did you hear her
Maddie, you
say
still here?
that he thought they was exclusive to that? And the last time he did it, she had moved out of Vegas to get away from him. The last time he did it, was after she heard that tape. She told him they was dumb because they was supposed to be exclusive. And he sweet talked her about, oh baby, that niggas do. Ain't nobody on here ain't gonna never tell me that they was in a bad relationship and didn't let a nigga sweet talking them and then coming back at least once. Cause I have. That shit happens in real life.
Miss
Well, why
Candy
she
says
keep
yes. I
going
think
back?
she said yes. I think he's being shamed for his age. She says also exactly at Salt and Light. Miss Candy says I beg to differ. They got down the first night. She left with him. Ooh, hey, beautiful eyes. Welcome. How are you this Tuesday afternoon? She says he wanted his ego feeding. He thought he could control this situation only to get played by someone younger who could be his granddaughter.
I'm
What
telling you,
the
it's a woman.
granddaughter?
It's two Michelles. It's another Michelle put in a lawsuit him in 2023 for the exact same thing, y'all.
But they were
Mm-hmm.
saying that woman was she went to prison for trying to unalive
Extort.
her husband to be with him. That Michelle
Ooh.
that he was
They
on the
say
tape with.
she tried to unalive her husband
Right.
because he was beating her and she just got fed
So
up.
that's not so it's not true that she did that for Shan. See, I need to come to you, Aunt Ned. I need to give you my number so you can keep me up with the real. Because had heard that it was because he
That's what the husband said.
oh okay.
But they say she was in an abusive relationship and she was finally trying to leave. And he stood
Oh.
in front of the car, gonna stop her from leaving, and she didn't stop the car.
Mm.
Mm.
Miss Candace says these young girls are not afraid. These young girls today, y'all, are looking for an easy, quick way up. That's it. That's all. So they're doing what they got to do. Miss Rabbit Running says I saw a video on TikTok with Shannon doing the line dance with some black woman. I don't know when and where he was, but I saw it today. Folks were commenting saying, "Don't try to get with us blacks now." Ooh. Miss Candace says yes, she is in prison. Aunt Ned. Beautiful Eye
Uh,
says hi, Maria
gee,
and Tuesday blessings.
didn't I tell you last week he was gonna pull a Jonathan Majors and try to pop up with a black woman?
Yes, let the church
Didn't I
say
tell you?
amen. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. We already synced it coming. We synced it.
I seen that.
Miss Candy said Shannon said he had not seen that Michelle in years. Girl, she heard about that other little thing trying to get all the money. She said, "Oh hell to the no!
She
Candy,
did
let
hers in
me go."
23, baby. What about the lady he paid out with that he was working with? He choked in front of the other co-workers. What about
Ooh,
her? She lying too?
mm.
She
But
severed with him.
I heard what he said on the video. I'm not saying nobody's lying. What I'm saying is, the people that he was dealing with was of age. Despite, that he liked little girls. I can't do nothing about that. It is what it is. But I don't. Mm, Natty, it's gonna make it hard for people to interact with the opposite sex because even though they've been bumping and grinding for some time, all of a sudden out of the blue you want to holler this word. That ain't fair. I don't think that's fair, y'all. Mm-mm. My thoughts.
Let me tell you something. What I don't care what nobody do in their bedroom, cause ain't nobody got no damn business what go on in mine. But when you put it out here to the public, for the public to discuss, I'm glad he didn't like black women. I'm glad that none of my sisters have to suffer what them other white clear girls suffer with him. Cause he got a thing for choking women and making it. I me, I'd have to be like my sister up here. Shannon come to my door talking about something, I'd have to get my pistol. I weigh a buck 45. Ain't no way I could fight Shannon Sharpe off my ass.
I hate to say it, but some people are into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that choking stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, they are.
they get off on that. I mean, how do we know she didn't like it one time? Now she's claiming, she don't like it. I mean, it's a mess, y'all.
I don't
But
know, but I know he should have learned from the first time he got sued and had to pay some money. He should
well,
have
yeah,
learned from Bill Cosby and R. Kelly and did it.
that is so true. That is true.
You
But
done
yeah,
got sued. You had to say. And do y'all know what he offered her? It was his year's salary from ESPN. He
mm,
offered her his whole year's salary. Ain't nobody gonna make me believe that he offered her that much for nothing.
mm, not
Y'all,
the whole year. I not it, not the whole year, girl.
10 million.
Ooh, hey, all I know, I hope he been saving some money. That's all I know. I mean, the girl
I
could have
know his
waited until the
endorsers
ink
is
dry.
dropping like his endorsers is silent pulling away from him.
Yeah, they are. They're living him. The people could have waited till the ink was dry. I'm just saying.
They didn't wait for Jonathan Majors. Marvel dropped him like a when Stephen A. Smith did his little interview. I saw
Uh-huh.
they gonna let him make a nice little statement. PSPN.
Well,
Stephen Smith ain't did.
he should
Stephen
have
A.
thought about this because $100 million, that fool is, he said his children said his grandchildren, everybody said, y'all, everybody was gonna be sad. He just went about it the wrong way. He did.
I don't feel no waste time. Like I said, I'm resting in my South Girl era.
Miss Something Like, do you feel any ways tired about this situation?
I don't know. It's crazy. I can't do nothing to
You
help him
can
but
feel
pray for him and her too. But whatever's gonna be is gonna be. I think that if for the young men that are coming up, this is a prime example of what can happen. Um, More so, not just color but character with the type of people that you get yourself involved with. You
Right.
know, it's and for us mamas to talk to the sons about, especially
and
as you
young
start to
girls
climb
too.
up the ladder and stuff like that.
Do you
'Cause
know how many old men in everyday life that's got a little business, a little money, trick these young little girls who families ain't got nothing, trick
Yeah.
them young little girls into being with them because they can control them.
Right.
Yeah,
That
that's
happens
what it
every
is.
day. Now, if
Yeah.
there was an everyday Joe Blow got with a woman that young at 54, we'd have been in an uproar. Now, he know he was too old to be messing with her. But because it's Shannon Sharpe, she set him up.
Miss Candy has made a good point here. She says, if we were Shannon, I would not want to sign a new contract until this is settled. She also said, in a year or two, everyone will forget what Shannon has done and he will continue to excel. That's how the ball bounces. And I
Did they
totally
forget what
agree.
R. Kelly done? Did they
I
forget
don't
what
think.
Bill Cosby done? Had they
Yeah.
forgot what Diddy done?
Hold on for a minute, Annette. This is kind of like on the fence thing because this can be a real argument here. You know, if that's what they started out with in their relationship, she liked it. All of whatever he was doing to her, she liked it. And now all of a sudden she don't like it. Oh hell no! You about to get my money for you talking about you didn't like it. No, we don't want it
G,
like that.
G. How many of us did things to get a man or get a woman because we knew they liked it? And then after a while, we get tired of it and say, well, let's change up. Let's not do this. Let's try something else. How many of us have did that?
But
A lot of
I
us
would
have
be
done it.
pressing criminal charges, not trying to get money.
But you know why? Because if you win a civil case, it's easier to win a criminal case. That's when a lot of them go civil first now.
Mm.
Mm. Well,
Oh,
Miss Maria down here says she don't feel no ways tired.
I'm with you, Sister Marie. Amen. You can close the door. Now close the doors.
Yes.
I ain't windmilling for him. I'm just stating of what I think,
I
But
mean,
I don't have a dog in the fight.
and I admire people who can do that. I really do.
I think we
But
all
I look
sounded
at
like robots
all
for a minute.
angles.
Yeah,
First of
I
all,
don't. Wrong is wrong. Whoever is wrong, I just hope
like
that
I
the truth
said,
comes
Miss
out.
Like, if this
Hmm.
had been the first time he'd have been sued for something like that, if this had been, and you watch, he done paid off more than one person. All that's finna come to the light. She
Mm.
just wouldn't take the money.
Okay. This
Yeah.
has been an excellent debate down here, Miss Candy, and I'm gonna have to agree with you now here, girl. She says he is not R. Kelly or Bill Cosby. All Kelly was with children, and Bill rugged women without their knowledge, allegedly. Now that's what he did. Now that's what he did.
I know what he did, but they were all public figures when you get through.
Facts.
Miss
Now,
Helen down
Some of
here
everybody
them,
says
entitled
some of
their
them
Trump.
folks.
opinion, and I ain't asking nobody to agree with me. Because opinions like assholes, and everybody come with one.
Well, you done
Miss
changed
Helen
my
says
mind, Aunt
this is
Nettie.
a streetwalker. She know what she signed up for. I agree. I agree. I mean, all of a sudden she just want this money.
See,
Somebody
we
got to this
don't know
little
that.
girl.
I'm gonna
We
still
don't
speak
know
by
if
what
he
I said.
slowly introduced her with that, and she called herself in a relationship, and she didn't really want to do it. We don't know if she told him the first time she didn't really want to do it. We don't know that.
No, we don't know that. But if she did not, Nat, if I myself didn't want to do it, I wouldn't see the dude no more. So if you didn't like what was going down, why you continue to see the dude?
Because you got a grown person's mind, G. This girl got a childlike mind.
Well, she need to stay in a childlike mind place. How about that?
Well, y'all got y'all. I ain't no waste time. I'm gonna try to find her and ask her when she get it. Can she send me some of it? How about that?
Well, I got one for you even better.
Well,
When you
No,
find
what,
out what you
Ned?
need and you
Hold
get
on.
your little taste, don't forget about us up over here. How about that?
And if you can't find her at Nettie and Aunt Nettie and it don't work, I got some good fresh made toast right here. I could go ahead and open up me a little page and just go ahead and get us paid, okay? Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
Miss
You
Maria
didn't
says, I
get
feel
white,
like they
did you?
both gonna get what they deserve. I do too, Miss Maria. Miss Candy said Trump did the same thing, and he was convicted and became president all over
And
again.
Trump white and Shannon black.
That's it.
Hey,
That's
well,
the
Trump was
difference.
going with his. Trump was going around say punch him in the peak.
And Trump is white and Shannon is black.
Yep.
2 times.
Mm.
Well,
You
Brother
gonna learn
Shannon,
you can't do what they do, baby. And they gonna show you what they think about your black ass. You see you ain't at ESPN right now. And you didn't step down. They got rid of your ass.
not the
Mm.
black ass, Aunt Nettie. Aunt Nettie, did you have to say the black ass?
Yes, ma'am. I'm a reminder. Cause
Well,
he think he one of them now. No,
mm,
baby. You still one of us.
all I know is he done effed around and he done found out, y'all. That ain't what it is.
They
But never
got rid
would
of
have been a
you
black
remember
man tried to
that
see him.
was that ES Discover wasn't that part of discovering ESPN? They got rid of that man and woman. They was fully grown for having an office affair. So what you think that was a white woman and a black man? What you think they think about Shannon Sharpe? Girl, bye.
Nothing. They don't
I,
feel no ways tired, Aunt Natty.
I don't feel no way times either. But at the same time, I still say he done pissed somebody in the masters off up at the top. And they getting him. Point blank. They couldn't wait for this to come out.
Let me tell
Mm.
you something.
He shouldn't have
Cat
done it
Williams
first.
told him, whatever you doing, stop. This the year of revelation. Everybody gonna get caught. You need to leave them young gals alone and get you a woman around your own age. No, Cat, I like them young. Keep on liking them.
Well, I guess it's not fun now.
Mm-mm. It ain't
He
funny.
gonna go on the OnlyFans to get you one. Keep
I
on.
ain't, I ain't about to go over there no OnlyFans.
Now that's what he did. I'm talking about Shannon.
No.
That ain't the first woman he done got off for OnlyFans.
Well, I just believe he done pissed the little girl off, y'all. He just pissed the little clear girl off, and the people in her family telling her about the money, the dollar signs, and all of that. She
Well,
probably like
y'all
she probably
believe
gonna do a
y'all.
what was that
I
girl
know her
name that got
feelings
hold
was
of my
hurt.
hold
She
on, I met it.
admitted
What was
that.
that girl name that got hold of my president Bill Clinton? What was the girl name? Oh, what
Monica
was
Walensky.
she trying to pull a Monica Lewinsky on all the peoples?
See, Monica Lewinsky is the difference is Monica Lewinsky really was sent in there. Because she really was sent and placed in there for that purpose.
Well, Monica got that job. She told her friends she was taking her presidential knee pads to the White House. And this hoe saved a dress with sperm on it for
That part,
years in her closet.
that part right there got me, threw me and took me out.
Well, now did the
Brother
president?
Bill say, I never slept with that woman.
That what
All
he
she
said?
did was gave me a B job.
That's what he said, and I'm standing by him still. I'm still standing by Bill. That's what he said now. I don't feel I don't feel no waste time for Monica Lewinsky.
Me either. But like I say, Shannon, this exact same thing has happened to him before. So he should have learned not only from them other examples, but from what money he done already had to pay out before. You understand what I'm saying?
I do understand on that, but he seemed like he don't want to learn. So sometimes you gotta learn the hard way. And it is what it is. They the ones that's gotta battle these sides, fight it out, or however they're gonna do it. May the best one win, all I know.
Yes,
Miss
ma'am.
Maria said some people never learn. That part right there. So that the people stepped to him and tried to tell him. He didn't want to listen.
Now, what he in the hospital for, G?
Mr.
Breakdown,
Lee.
a nervous breakdown. He said he having a meltdown. Is basically what he's saying. I
Uh-huh.
call I call baloney because you wasn't melting down when you was spanking that girl on them butt cheeks.
I spring that
He melted down because his shit coming up to bite him in the ass. See, he's so used to paying folks off. They first offer probably their first offer probably wasn't 10 million. Cause they had been negotiating that for months.
Mm-hmm.
If he's not used to, he said he's not used to people being so mean on the internet towards him and the backlash. He's not used to it. He's never had to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Allegedly.
But you
Miss
talk
Candace
about
says,
everybody else
yeah, he do. Miss
at
Candace is
Club
right,
Shay
G.
Shay. Well, what y'all think about Diddy? He was doing all that at Club Shay Shay, knowing his ass was at Diddy party.
Oh,
Boy, bye.
Lord, unnatty. Everybody gonna be in his trial with this thing get to going on next month. Everybody gonna be coming out. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Miss Candace says it likely a panic attack. Lord, he did. I yeah, that's probably what it was, Miss Candace. He crashing out, y'all. He crashing out. And he also quiet on the set now. I got that from Mel, y'all. Mel said he quiet on the set. Woo,
Yeah.
Lord. Come on
He
now and
ain't got
keep on talking.
he ain't got no smoke.
Mm. Oh, sound like to me that girl done shut him down. And where is Monica Lewinsky at today? I didn't even tell her to put her hands on my president. Oh,
She don't want to suck on rankly, honey. Bill was a good looking man.
that was a sex other than the one and only my still president Barack Obama. Oh, Bill was a he was trapped in man. But yeah, I'm just saying.
Bill
Oh,
was really our first black president, y'all. He just didn't get that chance.
say it again. I was almost upset with I like to call his wife name. What that wife name? I'm about to be
Hillary.
mad at her. I said, Lord, she don't know what to do with Bill.
Bill blew that saxophone, them blues. Bill smoked some weed, but he didn't inhale. Bill got a
Bill
black
said,
baby in Arkansas. Y'all know that, right?
say that again. Say that one more time.
Bill,
Allegedly.
Bill got a black son.
Ooh, I don't feel no ways tired about that either on that.
Oh, he didn't deny it. He just don't
Ooh.
want no publicity.
And I see Bill like to let his hair down every now and again. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
That
All
was
I
before he
know,
got with Hillary. He was young.
well, all I know, I'm going to believe what Bill said. And you know what you just said, he said he didn't do. He didn't do it now.
He said, I did not have sex with that woman.
That's what he said.
He didn't penetrate her.
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, yes, he did her mouth, but that's all.
Well, sound like to me she one that wanted to swallow Bill
She
up.
did.
I'm just
Her
saying.
friends came out and said she told them when she was, and I'm going to tell y'all, she wanted him to leave Hillary.
Yeah, she wanted that seat. Everybody wants somebody else's spot.
And he told her, oh, this just one time thing. That ain't going to happen. That's why she got mad and saved that dress.
That's see on that girl pissed me off when she did that mess like that. Now I was upset for real.
Me too.
I
I
said,
said,
no,
that's
that
straight.
heifer didn't.
I wouldn't even want that near my other clothes.
On that, but it was Bill Clinton. Might would have left it in my closet too. I'm just saying, girl.
Girl, I might would have took a picture of it to look at sometime, but no, ma'am.
Miss Sassy D said Shannon Sharpe was loving being in another people business. Now the heat on his black line ass. Ooh,
Yeah, now he can't take it. Boy, bye.
ooh, Miss Sassy D, you had to come in so hard on Shannon Sharpe, girl. You know he over there probably. I don't know if he's still at that place or not. Miss Candy said he probably had a panic attack. You know that'll make you feel like you're having a heart attack. Girl, all he know his whole world is come crumbling down right about now.
I'm gonna
And
tell
he
you what's wrong with Shannon. His shit is about to hit the fan. Cause I'm finna tell y'all, watch the mo come out the closet.
oh yeah, they steady coming out on that. Just like it went down with Bill Cosby, girl. I thought it would never end. I said, Lord, how many more is it? Lord
But now
have
you
mercy.
know one thing I said with Bill Cosby. Back in those days, I don't care how much money Bill Cosby had, he was still a nigga back then.
Ooh,
I'm being real. And if ain't one of them white women had said something about that, they'd have hung his ass.
Yes.
That was back in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
And one woman, ain't nobody talking about that woman that went back twice to get drugged.
Ain't that something?
But
See,
now they dogging this young girl out.
Miss Sensitivity said she got paid for that dress and did. And did. Probably got it in a frame right now somewhere, girl. That dress ain't been to nobody's cleaner. Y'all can say what y'all want to.
And
She
she
holding
might
on
have
to.
got paid, but she still didn't get what she wanted. Because
She
she wanted Bill.
man, that joker had that wall too. I said, Lord have mercy. Ooh, Hillary. Girl. You better hold on tight to him, Hillary. That's all I can say about this. I said,
Hillary say, I'm going to stand by my man.
stand by him, girl, because if not, I will.
I ain't never saw. I say that is the nastiest shit I ever heard of in my life.
The dress, Aunt Natty, out of all things, the
The
dress.
dress.
Ugh. Well, what she do underwear?
That mean he didn't even what underwear? She was slobbing on his knob.
I know Aunt Natty, but it got on a dress. I mean,
Cause he didn't even let her swallow it. He took it out. He wouldn't even let the whole swallow. And it dripped on her dress.
not the drip on the dress.
Yeah, you know when it's coming out, he shot
Yes,
up her
girl.
dress. He wouldn't let
I
her swallow.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Miss Maria says that on that I have said you cannot make me believe that those clear women were afraid to accuse a black man of actual assault back
Me either.
then.
I don't believe it.
Mm, 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 mm.
But you know he was getting ready to buy CBS, right?
He won that.
He was getting ready to buy CBS TV stations.
Who Shannon Sharpe was?
No, Bill Cosby.
Oh, mm,
When all this came out, he was getting ready to buy that.
yeah. Mm. Y'all know what it seems like every it's always something. Something coming out about somebody. Lord, I don't even know how long he been messing with little young girl. But all I'm asking is why now, baby? Why are you popping out now? That's all the people want to know. Y'all been fooling around for a little minute, just for a little minute. Why now? What you
Well,
want?
and people, and I'm gonna tell you one reason I believe it. She say she left the state of Nevada, and he kept calling her, and sweet talked her back. Women in AB situations do that all the time. They'll leave and come back, or they won't even leave. How many times do we say, why don't they get out their situation? Why don't
Mm,
they go? They got out. Why did they go back? People act like there's something new to man. That ain't nothing new.
yeah, you sounding like a robot again on that. I might
Oh,
be too.
that's got to be my Wi-Fi.
Stream your man tripping too. What you say again? You was clear then.
I say people in real life stay in those type of situations,
Mm-hmm.
or they leave and come back
Mm-hmm.
every day.
Mm-hmm.
But now they want to question this child. Why did she keep? Why did she go back?
Mm-hmm.
But we got family members, men whooping their ass, and they don't want. They say, I got a headache. I don't feel like it. Oh, you gonna give it to me? I don't want to. You gonna give it to me? You might give in physically, but mentally you not. And since he made you do it, but you stay right there.
Yeah, and
They
it has
doing it
no meaning.
every day. She got
Yeah.
tired. She
Mm,
got the nerve. That child got the. She left once, and he talked her into coming back.
mm.
She said she thought they was in an exclusive relationship.
Miss Maria says Janice Dickerson, one of Cosby's accusers, admitted she lied to help sell her book. I think she then blamed it on the what is that? Cuckanell? Ugly Coke. Who in the world is that, Miss Maria? Coconut? Oh, maybe she's trying to say some buzz or something. I don't know what she's saying.
But back
Lord.
then in that time, baby, and right now,
Right now, what on that?
if Ann one of the white women had have said he did something to her like that, they'd have got Bill Cosby ass. We wouldn't have knew nothing about him.
Mm-hmm.
But what we read,
Yeah.
the last thing I would have remembered was that vanilla pudding commercial.
Yeah, I thought it was something about some rugs, Miss Maria. She says cocaine. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sound like Shannon and this girl was in their right mind, y'all. So we gonna see what how in how
Well,
the
we don't know if they was drinking. You don't know what these celebrities be doing now. They might
mm-hmm,
have been indulging in substance use when they was doing it.
mm-hmm,
But I
mm-hmm,
know I can. If my husband asks me tonight and I tell him no, and he take it, I can still stay with my husband. And nights later, he might ask me, and I might feel like it and say okay. But the night he took it, I could legally charge him with rape.
mm,
And that's my husband.
mm.
So people be, I don't understand some people. I don't know.
Um um I'm
I
just
know they champion for the black man.
yeah, I get what you saying, but I'm kind of like on the fence because that's your husband. I mean, it
No
would be
is
wait
no.
a
I
minute,
don't
Aunt
care
Natty,
who
hold
it
on,
is.
hold on. It might would be different if that happened in like an altercation or argument or something like that. Then I would, but just because I said no, and I don't know, I'm on the fence. I'm just on the fence. My thoughts only, y'all. My thoughts only.
But see, she right about that because that's the same thing that my ex was telling me before we even got divorced. And it was just me and him one night. He was drinking, and he was like, you gonna get with me?" We and him haven't been messing around for a good 2 3 years, but he was cheating. So I told him, "No, I'm not sleeping with you ever." And he grabbed me and told me, in the state of Texas, I can do what I want towards you, and ain't nothing gonna happen." I said, "You a lie." He said, "Like you, my wife, so it won't." And I said, "If you do it, it's considered great." He said, "No, it's not, because I'm married to you and ain't nothing you can do about it."
See,
And
that's
I
what I was thinking.
and I can that again. That's where PPS came out because it was up under the pillow. I said, "But you just go right on ahead, okay? Try it and see what happens."
So
He
is that for every state, y'all, or do you know, or what?
I know
no,
it's not for every state in the state of Missouri. A wife can charge her husband.
Mm. Hey, Miss Charlene, it is what it is. She says Bill Cosby has been accused of these things several times. It was just swept under the rug because he's a rich man. Oh, not a rich man. She says some men think they own their wives or their girlfriends. They think not their own. Girl, like they can't have ownership.
But that's
okay,
what they think.
uh-huh.
He told her he could choke her whenever he wanted to. She said, "I don't want to be choked. I'm tired."
Mm,
I'm gonna give y'all some tea right quick that y'all didn't know nothing about him. Maybe some of y'all did. Don Cornelius. Doug Canadian, see, all them was up in there. Hugh Hefner. See, they talk about P Diddy, but P Diddy is trying to imitate Hugh Hefner. Hugh Hefner was having them certain type of parties, and he was in there. And John Cornelius went up in there, and AB, one of them girls, and did her so bad that they had Hugh. It was so bad that the girl was messed up so bad that and she was a young girl. They had to actually get a cleanup crew to go in there. And then they said the same time on that particular night, Bill Cosby was in there, where he in the same, it not in the same room, but in the house at the time that
In the
John
mansion.
did.
But see, them girls, when that was their job. Hugh Hefner had them bunnies there for a purpose. Trust and believe. The Bunny Ranch. That's what they call it now. That's where Lamar Odom went when he OD'd.
mm-hmm.
You should stay up out of there because that's too much fun.
They paying them. But he still didn't have the right to be her like that.
Sure didn't.
Paying them or not. But when
Mm.
somebody think, and I'm not, they come out, you ain't never see him at a game with him. You ain't seen him at a game with nobody but his stylist Hollywood. And when Hollywood said what they was doing, he stopped taking them to the games.
Mm.
And maybe
Wow.
that's why he did women like that. Cause that was his beard. A lot of
Mm.
men that partake in that kind of sexual activities have a disdain for women.
Wow. Well,
Who thinking choking somebody out? You know, it was a case in St. Louis. This man and his girlfriend, they practiced that, and he would tie her up, and somehow he tied that thing around her neck too tight, and it killed her. I mean, unalived her. They
mm.
didn't care if they was engaging in that kind of relationship. His ass went to prison.
Wow. I
You,
see you in Salt Light. Okay. If you want to come back, let me know. Juice and Tea, hey, and welcome. Happy Tuesday to you. Miss Candy says, just like there were people that said they witnessed the FO at P. Diddy, they are also people who state they never saw anything. Ooh, I
mm,
gotta finish reading. Hold on, I gotta finish reading it. I can't see y'all. They got this post here. See anything at those parties. Hollywood is full of weirdos. Not full of the weirdo. Now, see, that's gonna be another case right there.
but
A
see,
lot
let
of
me
he
ask you
said, she
something.
said.
If you been at them parties and everybody, not one person, several people that say he got him walking around the half naked with the pink coca on her, and they going in room, they say he's out there had the girls that lay out on the table in front of everybody and eat fruit and shit, eat food off of them. So you was at the party and didn't see that? Maybe you was busy in your room with a little young thing. How about that?
Either not that, maybe they was caught up in their own stuff. I'm just saying
Yeah, yeah.
that part right there. I mean, anybody
That's why TD Jakes, now I come to find out when he had that episode, they did surgery on him. He woke up on the operating table. You had a massive heart attack, had heart surgery, and was at home in 2 days. Cause that P. Diddy
I
shit
cannot
was
with
coming
you.
out about him.
I cannot with you. Hey, Miss B. Liz, welcome. Happy Tuesday to you. She says, good evening. I guess G Squad Mars in chat. Miss Candace says, Wiz California ex-wife stated great in a chargeable offense. Ugh. That's okay, Miss B. Liz. Welcome, though. Child, let me tell you this, Aunt Natty. Let me tell you this. Now, if I was married to you, Aunt Natty, hearing this here kind of conversation today, girl, I'll be scared of you. Girl, you had to go down there and get your own room in the house, and I'm gonna have my own room because I don't want no stuff from you. You ain't about to get me over there.
Why would you be scared of me, G?
Cause just because I might be ready that night, you to my girl, boy, my head. I don't want to. Go on now. And then I'm feeling the way I'm feeling, and I'm like, oh yeah, you is. And then there it is. You about to
Now,
go
see,
down
I ain't
there.
gonna have to call the police on you, because if I tell you no, I get them off of me. You might have to call them on me.
Oh my God, hey Miss Donna, how are you today, bro? I'm Natty. You said what? I might have to call the people on you.
As I might feel like it sometime, and he might not feel like it. Hell,
Okay,
I ain't gonna
okay,
make him
okay. Gotta do
turn
it
my
for
ass over and go to sleep.
I'm not gonna let you out of just like that now, Aunt Natty. You hold on here, sister girl. Now, okay, we're doing a little role play right here. So, just like you said, you might want to and he don't. So what if you take the goods, Aunt Natty?
Then women can grape men too, baby.
Ooh, I was just making sure you were clear on that,
Oh, now you know I be fair across the board, G.
girl. Yeah.
But now, if a grown man that weigh almost how much I know Shannon Sharpe weigh over 200. If he let a little old woman like me grape him without a weapon, I need to be locked up. Sure do. Because I got some strength. I shouldn't even be out on the street. I'm a danger to society.
Miss Uncan, what you doing, Amber Rose? Down here, girl. Yeah, Nat, a danger to society. Well, Nat, I was just making sure, we did our little role play, making sure that people were getting a clear understanding. Because, sometimes people might say it's a one-sided situation, and I
No,
didn't want no
ma'am.
confusion. I didn't want no confusions on that. That's why I
No,
said what
ma'am.
I'm saying.
Anytime you take it against their will, my mama taught. See, that's what's wrong. People are not teaching their children to respect the word no. You tell them they
Mm,
can't have something, they keep asking, and you go on and give it to them. If you do that all their life growing up, they grow up thinking they can have what they want, and especially when they get some money. You understand what I'm saying? So when mine was growing up, I said, "What did I say?" Didn't I say no? No means no in any language in the world.
mm. That is so true, Aunt Natty. Well, y'all, I tell y'all one thing, boy. I tell you, we sure know how to get a good debate going on right around here.
I hope he get well, and I hope he get out. And if he is innocent, see, first of all, he need to fire his lawyer, cause those text messages should have been saved for the courtroom.
Yep.
He
Yeah.
wouldn't have never released that audio if he hadn't released them text messages. Okay,
And he need a
Mhm.
publicist. He need a publicist.
and I still say, if you gonna release them, release all of them, cause I bet you she wasn't talking to herself in them texts. Why
Oh
can't we
God,
see what
no,
you said?
absolutely not.
Why
Mm-mm.
can't we see what you said?
Miss Candace said the problem is all of these things are accusations. He will have the burden of proof to prove it did not occur the way she stated it. That
In,
is true.
in a criminal court, it has to be proven. In a civil case, it's with the ponderance of a doubt, and it's left up to a judge.
Mm,
And once you win a civil case, it's easier to win a criminal case. That's right now, a lot of them are going civil first. Once they win that civil case, then they can go criminal.
mm. Well, yeah, that is true, Aunt Natty. I tell you. We gonna see what happens. Miss Candace says releasing those text messages was an attempt to be transparent. Ooh,
Well, no, it wasn't, because it was if it was to be transparent, he'd have said what he said too. It was to make her look bad, point
well,
blank, and the period.
Aunt Natty, I don't know why he thought that was gonna make her look bad with that craziness that was coming out of his throat. He's sitting up there looking like he was crazy.
And she's only fans. He did everything to discredit her. If you ain't guilty, just let it come out in court. You ain't got to discredit her. The court would discredit her.
Yeah.
The more you do, the more guilty you look to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I use a logic mind.
Mm-hmm.
I got all five of my senses plus common.
I,
Mm.
he wanted to bypass the law and do it himself. You see how that turned out? How that
Yeah.
working for you? Sonny? How is that working for you?
Because being transparent, I would have showed the whole thread what I said and you said, right or wrong.
Right. Absolutely. You gonna put it out there? Just go ahead and put it all out there. That's
If
how I
I'm
feel
just
about
gonna put in, she told me she wanted to have my big black baby. You probably told her you were gonna put a big black baby in her.
it. I get on with you. God no. Miss Candace says he did show what she allegedly did not show. Miss B. Liz says Shannon threatened to not threaten, girl. Girl, not
I have
threatened.
the text messages. Shannon showed text messages before that girl ever put out any audio. He put them text messages out first.
Mm.
And he only showed what she said. Now, if there's some more out there, I ain't seen them. But I'm talking about the first attempt at discrediting somebody.
Mm.
Right after
Um,
that hit the news, he put out them text messages.
Billy said Shannon threatened to choke her in public. That's serious, in my opinion. And
He
mine too, because
sure
if he
did.
tried to choke me, ooh, ooh.
Told her he would choke her in public.
I heard him
And
say
she
that too.
said, that's not a good look, Shannon. She trying to leave him. And he said, what you doing to me now? Because she told me, I don't want to go. He was trying to get her to come over. She said, I don't want to go.
And that's a terroristic threat.
He told her he would choke. She said, that's not. He said, yeah, I can see the headlines now. A big black man choke a little white woman. She said, that's not a good look. He said, what you doing to me ain't no good look either.
Yeah, that's what he said. That God knows on that. God, Aunt Natty, you glued to the TV.
Yeah,
I tell baby, Google, baby, hey, you can find stuff if you know how.
Yeah. Well, y'all, I tell y'all, all I know to wish the poor fella the best, y'all. I ain't nothing I can do. I can't even feel no way. That's it. That's
I,
all.
and I don't even like FD. And I will surely use his words for this. I ain't no ways died. I am
Oh,
sitting back. I'm drinking me a good cold glass of iced tea with my legs crossed, smoking me a cigarette, enjoying the commentary.
we got about like 6 more minutes. What y'all got to say about Miss Candy says Kingdom Reign being sued? Is that what happened to Kingdom
Well,
Reign? Kingdom
I
Reign.
know, the butcher baker stick maker got him in her lawsuit. I didn't know about another one.
Ooh. Yeah, Miss Salt. Let me drop this link for you. We got a few more minutes left.
He
It's
needs to be.
on.
That Carlos King, that CK had been getting away with too much, according to him.
Yes. Now I gotta agree 1,000% on that. That dude is he's shady, man. He need everything he gonna get. I just dropped it for you, Miss Salt and Light.
Well, they say I didn't like LMA, Love and Marriage Detroit. It never caught my attention. They say it only showed 3 episodes and the finale this weekend.
Yes, he said that last night on his whatever he calling his stuff over there on Monday night.
I don't know.
Well,
I try. I catch clips in other people. I can't stand to hear him talking. That laugh makes my booty want to dip a bit of gas snuff.
Let's let's have a real conversation. Okay, this is nervous. Ooh, trying to
what you
calm.
got, Miss Salt and Light?
I just want to know that if I ever get in trouble, Miss Natty, can you please be on my defense team?
I sure will.
All right. All right.
I
All right.
got you, girl.
All right.
Miss
J-
Salt and Light, if we find out you on there, girl, somewhere you ain't got no business being, we about to load up. We
Okay.
ready.
G tell you, I ride hard for mine.
She sure do.
I've been, yeah, I've heard you before. Yeah, you are very insightful because a lot of stuff you be bringing to light that I didn't know. You know.
It's just sometimes your mouth, all they can play back a lot of stuff he said in his clubhouse. Why he think he licking
Mm,
other folks up to spill their secrets. He say a lot of
mm,
stuff because he's Shannon Sharpe. And
mm.
I'm gonna tell you what his problem is. He say before when he was growing up, he was uh ugly, lanky, had grown into his body, and no girls would pay him no attention.
On that, he sound like Martell.
So when he got money, I'm gonna tell you who else said that. Dennis Rodman didn't mess with number white women. Cause he said when
Mm-hmm.
he was in school, black girls, he tried to talk to them, and he was so ugly, none of the black girls would talk to him, only the white girls. So when he got money, that's who he got with.
Oh, have mercy. I just think that's Mrs. Foolish. No.
But Shannon
So
Sharpe, he should have been glad to get anybody and treated them like a queen. Cause he sure looked like Miss Nettle less the bad skin. He
and
just got money to get good skincare.
the thing about
I have an announcement for y'all today. Miss Marie says today is the last day for 50% off site wide on SAP. Code new 50. Y'all better get it while it's running.
I love Mel, but she broke me that last TikTok. I got to lay low.
I
I'm
got
getting
to lay low too. I was sitting here. I just got through. I done started working on my Mother's Day gifts. I got to take some pictures and put on my page.
Lord, let me drop my natty link down here real quick before we leave, y'all. Y'all keep talking while I go get it.
But Miss Salt and Light, baby, I would defend you anytime.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna try not to get in no trouble though. But like she was saying, these people they get a lot and they lose their head. They just I don't know.
Yeah. Look at Ocho Cinco. But I think he learned after Evelyn Lozado by putting, but then, right with her. The way she fought on TV, basketball wife, jumping over tables, throwing bottles. When he headbutted her, he probably had to headbutt her to get her up off of him.
Mm.
Aunt, Aunt Nettie, he didn't learn because the last girl he just got out of the relationship with, he was fighting with her. And she
No,
was,
the one that was on that new show,
uh-huh.
that real estate show, she caught him in a bed with a girl.
Ooh, hold on, y'all. Who said that? Hello, happy Tuesday to you and welcome. She said, Shannon said he have had sex with the girl 100 times, and I think that's where the girl would lose her case. Kept going back,
I
having sex with
I don't
Shannon
care if
wasn't
I had
losing.
sex with you 110 times. If that 111th I said no and you forced me to do it, that's still great. People don't understand that when I say no, that means no. I don't care how many times I done gave it to you. I might not like you no more. You might not be hitting it right no more.
Oh,
You might have lost your pizzazz on it.
Miss
And I
Maria, we're
say,
gonna
no,
put
I
our
don't
net in the
want it.
corner. Miss Maria, we're gonna put our net in the corner. She said she might not want it no more. She don't like it like that.
If I say no, I don't care. That's where people get stuff confused. How you think women charge that get boyfriends get charged with that? Because when you say no, if you force me to do it, even if I lock my legs and you pry 'em apart, and after I done said no, you forced me because I was trying to keep it tight.
Mm.
Y'all need to look up the definition.
I got you, girl. I got Miss Carla. Miss Carla, where you been? Miss Carla, I had pistol packing salad up here with me today, and you called it out about pistol packing salad the other day. You remember when she went and got them nails and toes done, and she was advertising up here, girl? Girl, he came to collect, Miss Carla. I'm just saying. Miss Denise, Miss Carla is gonna be looking at you. Maria says at Salt and Light, if you need a professional dog walker, hit me up. And that part right there.
Baby,
Mhm. Well, ladies, we've been here
I
about
just hope
2
all them
minutes.
women that's clamming the wall talking about she had sex with them before. I hope you don't never get in a situation with somebody you with or been with and you tell them no and they force you anyway. And when you try to do something about it, people tell you, well, you had sex with him 20 times before.
I
Girl,
agree with you on that. The reason I was saying what I was saying is because they were saying that she had told him in the future if they do that, if he said no, continue to do it as part of their role play, like some sick type of stuff, and that she set it up when she recorded. Now I don't know if that's true or not. That's kind of a far cry, but I agree with you. No means no.
yeah, we're gonna say a legend, y'all, a
Allegedly.
legend.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Aunt Natty, Miss Maria said, here your chair, Aunt Natty, report to I don't know what she got you reporting to, girl. Lord, that
Shit,
Aunt
I'm
Nana tell
already in the corner. I put myself in the corner, Marie, because I knew
Real.
I was gonna get sent there. I've been in the corner. I'm
you.
talking shit from the
Hey,
corner.
hey,
All right.
Aunt
Uh,
Natty, Miss Maria told you to report to the southwest corner expeditiously. Miss
I'm
Denise, Miss Carla got one for you over here. Let me
What
get
you
it
got?
right.
You got, sis.
Wait a minute. Miss Carla says, I told Miss Denise that man was going to come for his payment for that self-care.
And I was gonna make change out of them too. Sure was. To get
but
there,
see, now that man locked the door.
Yeah, he locked the
Baby,
door,
they'd
Aunt
have been
Natty.
pulling him up out of my door. When I called him out and said, come pick up this trash that at my front door.
I hate StreamYard. It's so bad. Aunt Natty, when Pistol Pocket Sally came out, I bet you he heard on the door.
Baby. I and by my grandbaby being there, I wouldn't have pulled the trigger, but I'd have hit him upside the head with it. I'd have busted him so hard.
Oh
He in
no.
my dog house done locked me in with me and my grandbaby. Y'all better be on your way. Cause you're gonna have to pick him up when you get here.
Mm, 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 mm. Lord have mercy. Who said that? Said I understand what that Aunt Natty is talking about. I'm speaking on her defense in court. Well, yeah, it's gonna be a mess in the court. You know, it is. It really is. Aunt Natty fell down, y'all. Miss something like you got anything else you want to say before we get up off of here, girl?
No, this has been really fun. I enjoyed it.
Girl, I told Pistol Pack and Sal, I said, girl, I'm just gonna jump out there today. Ain't had time to do nothing, girl. We're gonna talk about something. Miss Carla said, Denise, he said, you owe me.
Denise dropped down.
Oh, I thought that was you, Aunt Natty. Well, she
Now
ain't
that
here, lady. Aunt Natty, you got anything else before we get up off of here?
Shannon, Shannon,
Come to the front.
don't let me see you out here with now another black woman. I told them you was gonna do that. You can't use us now. Well, you might. You running from the courts. It ain't the police. It's the courts.
Ooh,
You just got it wrong because you did say if we ever see you with a black woman, you was running from the police. But now you running from Silver Court. Don't
mm,
run us. Stay on
that's
the
right.
run to one of them.
Go on, Shannon. We don't want you.
He gonna have one in there representing them. You watch.
Oh
Probably
yeah.
so.
You know, did it done put a black woman on his team.
No, I'm
And
talking about a
then,
white woman. Shannon gonna have a white woman.
oh no, not that, Miss Online. Nah, girl, I thought you talking about he gonna have a sister up there.
Nope,
Lord,
he's gonna have a white woman up there.
you might
Oh, he
be
gonna
right.
try to get a woman up there to appeal to the women.
Mm-hmm. And she's gonna be white too.
Mm,
And you know, lawyers don't care. They gonna get their money. They can know you guilty. They gonna get every dime they can get out of you.
mm. Miss Maria says, what Nicki Minaj say? Gun butt, you calls you shady. Not that. I don't feel no waste time for him. That's all I got to say, y'all. Miss Maria says, hey, squad, thanks for joining us for another live subscribe support. Uh, Cash App, $ G Strickland 8, Super Chat, Super Sticker, and share. Join the squad for $2.99. Thanks and enjoy your evening. Thank y'all so much for joining. I love y'all so much. Y'all go and finish enjoying your Tuesday. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one.
All right,
Bye.
bye bye.
Right.